Hey, Gmo143. All right. Think we got it. I'm showing audio's good. Dancing on the camera. We have game footage. I think we're back online. Out of 20 streams, 3 of them have had a small glitch with Grim Dawn near the beginning of the stream, which is such a shame. Such a shame. Let's get everybody here. Yesterday we played Borderlands just to change things up a bit, so all my settings were different. And I did not quite get everything back to standard.
That skill's not ready.
Whew. I read now is not for a second. Gave myself a scare. But Gimo or Gimo? I'm going to call you Gimo for now, and you correct me if I'm wrong. But Gimo, welcome to the stream. I haven't seen your name before. I saw your lurk message, so I'm assuming you're from one of the communities, so I appreciate it. But I do, as stated in the description, I do have the mystery package. Maybe I shouldn't slap it too hard in case it's a landmine here. But yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm going to do the crucible warm-up for a bit, and then cut into this thing and aim it away from my face in case there's a spring-loaded pie or a glitter bomb. How many tributes we have? We have 23 tributes. Oh, it is good to see you guys. It was a long Monday. It was the exact stereotype Monday that everybody always jokes about. I was looking forward to this all day. I was messaging the missus. Did a package arrive yet? Whole time. Then it did show up. Alright, let's see. Raise the stakes. Can't start at 25, not enough tributes. Let's start on wave 100. It's the best we can do right now. So we got some serious gear upgrades since the last time we did the crucible. So, oh, I just realized, I don't think we have ever done this crucible map with this character, ever. Is this a wall? Yeah, that's a wall. That's a window. That blows my mind. We've done the crucible like 10, 15 times and never seen a specific map. #1 super fan. Yeah, you are. Not only in the stuff you've sent, whatever it is, but your time as well. Oh, I will. If nothing else, to also get more of the rooms, you can see me open this thing up. Oh, and you'll be happy to know that I acquired a new story to tell at work today. So we'll do that at halftime. Add some more comedy special to this stream. Yeah, typically looking at the stats for the stream at 9:30 or 10. So in the next 25 minutes to an hour is when like the big rush of people usually hit. I say big rush, like I've made it to the big time, but you know, the rest of our usuals. Dralagar, the keeper of Burwich. Kemmer, the first thing I'll say is that I got kind of the giggles for is you addressed the package to Muck Space Luck. And I was imagining myself doing like a Bond routine. Like, what's your name? The name's Luck. Muck Luck. And you even signed it from Kemmer God PC. $9.20. Okay, that's fine. I can definitely take requests from the person who sent it. Dude, so I was so glad my wife was home when it arrived. So she hears the doorbell, goes to the door, checks the package, and the delivery truck is starting to pull away. And my wife looks at the box and looks at the name on it, and she starts yelling. She's like, "Wrong address!" And the delivery truck hits the brakes and realizes that they came to our house because they had a package for our house, and then they gave us some random box with like Target tape on it. And she was starting to drive off with your package that had the goods. And so my wife had to yell at the truck to stop, and then they were like, "Oh, sorry," and then like gave us the actual package from you. They almost took it and ran off. Hey, Yukaika. Hey, Bagamono. Good to see you both. Lagafac, Harbinger of Blood. Oh, it's a charger. Dude, so much lightning from these new high-octane ravens. I did tell you get the... You told me when you were getting it. I didn't know you actually got it. Congratulations. You gonna be trying out the Necro of the Inquisitor? Oh. I think I saw it. Yeah, Iron Maiden. Did he get stuck there? That's awesome. He got stuck there. I will pull all of those there. That guy was one of my personal nemesis. By 9:20, I'm just giving people time to show up. Oh, also, in the we were supposed to get the boom arm for the microphone today, and the package from Amazon came and it's a teeny tiny thing. We opened the package up. Behold, my boom arm. We contacted Amazon. We're like, hey, I think you forgot something. We were given a single bolt to attach the non-existent boom arm to the to the microphone. Yeah. But yeah, Bakamono, Kemmer, who's the person doing, who set this up, is going to be heading out by like 9:50, so we're going to start it by like 9:20. Want to do a giveaway with you in the near future, Grim Dawn giveaway key for Crucible and expansion. Okay, I mean that could be fun. I've never had the funds for it. But yeah, I've never given anybody a key, so I'll have to learn how to do it. But yeah, I mean, if you're up for doing that, I can set it up. Yeah, because first we got the package that just had the Blue Yeti, but it had a note that said we were out of stock of the arm and the bolt, so we'll send those by Saturday. And we're like, oh, okay. And then today, Monday, the bolt shows up. Just the bolt. Alright, we need to target Krieg first if we can, because he's going to come back alive. True power! I missed you, Krieg. Arubaruke's Guardian. Summon the Bone Boys. Guess who's not hard stuck anymore? What is hard stuck? Is that like when you get it caught in a window, like Quagmire? Well, a lot of these guys are staying in their spawn area. That's no good. Come on, guys, get, there we go. Ooh, Ugden bosses! Oh shoot. One of my immortal enemies. Alright, one down. Guessing the other one is the other big leech. Oh, it's not. Usually those things come in pairs. Like boobies. Kaliska. Ooh, half health at wave 115. Not good, no bueno. Musilok, the shield. Nice. And everybody just joining in. Just doing a little bit of Crucible warm-up while we wait on more of our friends to show up. And then I'll do this mystery unboxing. And if I survive said mystery unboxing, we'll do more Grim Dawn afterward. Dude, I was laughing my tail off at Borderlands 2 yesterday. It wasn't as funny as our Saturday stream. That broke some records for busting my gut. Borderlands had a lot of funny quotes in it. Ooh, pretty much one-shot her. You ain't nothing special. Barros Radleth, Lord of the Lost Souls, you're dead. Oh, spawning right next to me. That's okay. That's okay.
What a bloody display.
Alostria the Mind Thief. Take her out. Mind Thief always reminds me of the Coercer class from EverQuest 2. I don't know if anyone here ever played that. It was some good times. When EQ2 came out, like, I don't even know if anyone remembers, but when EverQuest 2 and World of Warcraft were coming out, like, before they were released, they were each other's biggest competitors. And they came out on the same day, which was kind of crazy in the gaming industry. When is this guy gonna drop? Oh my gosh. So, like, on the same launch day, it was either you bought WoW or EverQuest 2 if you were into MMOs. Whew. Alright, 914. Let's do 120 to 130 or bust. And then open the mysterious box. Oh, we lost some bone boys. Resummon! Are you talking about the... Okay, I'm thinking of two things right now, Kimmer. I'm thinking of the dick in the box thing, and I'm thinking of the, like, Blue's Clues. What's in the box? What's in the box? What could it be? Something like that. So one is G-rated and one is the opposite. And you might not even be referring to either of those things. Oh shoot, we lost some skelly boys. 91% poison resist with Blood of Dreeg active. Brad Pitt. Okay, now I don't think I know it at all. Muckluck is uneducated once again.
Perhaps there's hope.
All day at work today, people are like, oh, France, oh, Croatia. And I'm like, are y'all talking about that sports ball again? Muckluck don't know nothing about that sports ball. I did see a funny clip floating around of a guy, like a goalie, trying to kick a ball out of the goal, and it bounced off his own head and went back into the goal. That's all I know about the World Cup, or whatever led up to it. That is probably the fastest I've ever killed a Nemesis boss right there. Many franchises. Oh, here's a laugh at my expense to everyone else. When Kemmer wanted to do this for me, whatever it is, he's like, hey, what kind of franchises do you like? And me, not understanding the gravity of what he meant, I was like, Coca-Cola? And he's like, no, stupid. Like games, books, movies. I shook my head at Coca-Cola. I was like, franchises? I like Coke. The gulp kind, not the kind. Oh, come on, get the start. There we go. Why do you have two? Oh, that is a fun. So I was using the Will of Bismiel amulet, and the last time we played, I got the mythical Will of Bismiel amulet. And instead of the ability to summon the 3 imps reset, it gave me +1 level to familiar, +1 summon limit to familiar, and adds 2,000 damage over 2 seconds to familiar. So, instead of one familiar, I have two. They each do 2,000 DPS in addition to whatever they had before, and mine are level 1. And then I maxed out lightning strike. So I've got two guys doing 15k damage lightning strikes and hitting for 2k. Yeah. Pretty big deal, if I say so myself. That guy died that fast? Good lord. Xantaran the Immortal. Every time I see Xantaran, I think of the Lost Boys yelling, Bangarang! Other than dying slowly, this guy doesn't scare me much. 130! Okay, game, please don't crash while I do this. Y'all ready? So I build up the hype for the few of you that are here. Alright. Zoom in on Muckluck Smug. What's your request, Rased? Come on, type faster. You do not need to screenshot that. Do your best Arnold impression, get telling you open the box. If I hear a ticking noise, this is scissors to open the box, by the way. I'm not just waving a blade around nonchalantly for no reason. I'm waving scissors around nonchalantly for no reason. Alright, so. Ah, bigger than my head. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. By the way, it is addressed to Muck Space Luck. So, I like to think of this like a James Bond thing. Like, what's your name? Luck. Muck Luck. His last words were, yeah, if you guys see a bright flash of light and the cam suddenly cuts out as I drop a sharp blade. If you guys see a bright flash of light and the camera cuts out and I don't come back, Kemmer God PC. Should I read your return address just in case? Get down! Alright. Here we go. I need some music or something, but I don't have anything prepared. I wish I had a gift prepared of the bright light that I had just mentioned. That would have been funny. Dude, how much tape did you use? That better be just lots of tape and not a wire, or I am totally unsubscribing from this idea. Alright, one side's open. Right side's open. Nope. Lord. Dum, 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 dum. You freaking laminated this thing. Ah. Get down! There, just for you. Oh, there's a lot of color. Oh my gosh, this thing is packed to the brim. You got me, bubble wrap, guys. Oh, as I bumped the mic, sure you guys just heard an earthquake. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Glove Chopsticks. Okay, I'll take these next time I go to Hibachi. You want Folka chopsticks? I brought my own, thank you. Alright. Flexible Tetris magnet sheets. I will let my 6-year-old unleash these upon the fridge. Oh, occultist themed chopsticks, got it. Oh my gosh, what is this? Are these socks? Kill Bill socks. Hold on. Where's the open? We gotta open these up completely and see what I am gonna be sporting here. Wow. Gotta wear these with shorts. Oh, I gotta back up. You guys are zoomed in. Gonna have to wear these with shorts, guys. Alright. Oh my gosh. Dude, there is so much. We're like 1% done here. Arrow and the Flash collectible auto ornaments. For my soccer mom vehicle. These on the hood. Wear them with the booby shirt. I'm told that's going to be there tomorrow. Alien vs. Predator. Loot crate. What is this? It's like one of those little bobblehead guys. It's a vinyl figure. So this is going on the desk. You come back to the unboxing, French. Kemmer sent me swag. Yo, this better not... Okay. Yeah, okay. So there's this wrapper, right? Look at this. Freshly baked donut. I thought that this had like... I'm feeling this. I thought there was a dried-ass crusty donut in here. I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? But, open it up. We have... Doctor Who with a shotgun. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. He's awesome, though. He's going on the desk. Raphael. Muckluck knows this one. I grew up with the... Oh, is that the guy from Firefly? You know, I've seen the whole Firefly series one time through. Gotcha. Okay. And... Oh my gosh. Fusroda! I'm setting these up right now. It's going right under the monitor. And, oh, size for Raphael. Good thing I didn't think the bag was empty. Oh, he's got articulation. Final product, Raphael. Little Muck will enjoy this. You think he's gonna get to touch these? Oh my gosh, there's so many things. Uh-oh, something with an Alliance logo, y'all. I don't know if this product's gonna make it. What is this? Oh, it's reversible. Oh my gosh, I have to back up. Horde banner, Alliance banner. Okay, well we know which side's facing the wall, guys. Oh, dude, thank you. This is already so cool. Folding this back up here. I'm running out of room here. I'm gonna have to start stacking stuff up on my mic stand over there. Gosh. Guys, we're like 10% done here. What is this? Oh, a Blizzard notepad. I actually had one. I used the whole thing up. I got one of these when I got the Wrath of the Lich King Collector's Edition. It's the only Collector's Edition I got of any of the WoW games. It is really there between the two posters. Oh, Walking Dead. The Governor! I'm gonna call him the Governator. I think that'll fit better with our channel. The Governator. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. Oh, that's so awesome! A chrysalid from XCOM 2. I've beaten this game. I love this game. I actually thought about doing this on stream, XCOM 2, because it's very similar to Divinity, Original Sin 2, with its gameplay. Also, the chrysalids are really close to... Throw it the fuck out. It's really close to Zerg theme, and I love the Zerg. Oh my gosh, what have we done here? Oh my god, this thing is horrifying. This thing might go in my son's closet. It says The Thing, and it's like two oozy faces melting together. I did not play XCOM 1, but I did play XCOM 2 and the expansion pack for it that I forget the name of. Oh, we got a Lego here. Is this Cyborg? That is Cyborg. Lego Cyborg. Justice League. I might let the little guy put this one together. Then I'll take it back. Gosh. We're like 40%, y'all. Handsome Jack. Oh man, that's perfect because we played it yesterday. You know, I could probably take these off. I'll listen to game noise here. It's limiting my movement here. Okay. Battlestar Galactica, Titans vinyl figure. Hashtag we love Titans. That was before you even streamed it. It must be fake. No, you ordered overnight half-day shipping. I know you. You were spoiling me. Oh my gosh, I gotta push this stuff back. Psychonauts. Okay, I don't even know what this is. We got a box that says Psychonauts on it. I'm gonna open this up because it doesn't say. Get down! Oh, it's okay. Oh my gosh, it's a fashion accessory. I'm gonna look like Ty from Digimon, y'all. Yo, all the red names in chat just disappeared. Violets are red. Violets are red. Roses are red. Everything's red. I can't see shit. Yo, I have some red tinted 1.21 gigawatts. I have some red tinted. Oh, I'm gonna have to put some padding on these. These hurt on the forehead. Maybe up here. Look like an anime character. I'm gonna have to wrap one of the Kill Bill socks around my head and then put these up there. How hard would that be? Hold on. Pause the stream. We're doing fashion. All right. We're already using the Kill Bill socks, guys. This is much more comfortable. They fit great around the eye. Tannis from Borderlands, you have the goggles. Oh, yeah. So hold on. I'm getting off camera here. Oh, a foam D20. You know, this is awesome. I have a coworker that has one of these on his desk, and now I have one as well. It's also soft enough that, as an adult, it's okay if you throw this at people's heads. Oh, we're getting to larger items now. Mass Effect Andromeda. We're opening up Mass Effect Andromeda. LED lamp. See if we can... Does it have a picture? It doesn't have a picture. What, Oh man, what is this? Oh, okay. Oh, it's a Pathfinder. So it's this... Can you guys make that out? I'm not near an outlet, or I would plug it in right now. But it's like a flat panel that lights up. That is awesome. I'm gonna replace my son's nightlight. He's gonna be like, I want my old nightlight. It's a rubber ducky. I'm like, you get Andromeda. You will not be a jock in my household. As if jocks use rubber ducks. Oh my gosh, dude. What? Yo, these last two items? Oh my gosh. Oh no, there's more thin stuff under there. HS70 wireless gaming headset with 7.1 surround sound. Dude, thank you. This must have cost like as much of a bunch of the other things put together. Thank you. Flush memory foam earpads. Low latency 2.4 gigahertz wireless audio with precision tuned 50mm audio drivers. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. Or I can put this back in the box or close enough to the bottom. Alright, what is this thing? Oh, that is going on the wall. Maybe right back there where you guys can see it. Fallout 4 metal art. Let me I can get this thing out of the wrapper. Hold on. This thing is metal. And it's the Survivor and dog meat setting out under a Nuka-Cola sign. Brand new headphones that came out last month. Dude, that is amazing. Seriously, I'm gonna have to get some tacks or something to hang this up if I want this on my wall. And last item. Oh, wow. Premium, what is this? ST100 RGB premium headset stand with 7.1 surround sound? So like, when you can put your headset on the stand and it becomes like speakers? Is that what this is? No, shut up for a second. You're such a jerk. He just gave me so much stuff. Dual aluminum cosplay. Dual for an immersive audio experience. I did some RGB to your setup. That is so cool. Dude, currently, like, this is gonna sound like so poor. I'm on the internet, I'm so poor. But I don't even own a television. You plug it into it for 7.135 millimeters, HS70 or wireless. Gotcha, okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, I did a poor job of cleaning up after myself. What was in here? I'm all confused. Did I get everything out of the donut bag? No, I didn't. Oh my gosh, it's a good thing I looked again. And my axe! Skyrim guy dropped his axe. Oh man. Alright. Oh, untangle his sword. There we go. He is complete. Yo, I love these guys. Oh, yo, I'm looking for what came out of this box. They're on my freaking head. Dude, these are amazing, though. I love steampunk stuff. I totally feel like Ty from the original Digimon. I would completely stream like this if not for the fact that all I could see is red. Just be the steampunk streamer. Be like, I heard a follow noise. Thank you for joining. I can't see shit. What about... Let me do this for now. Fashion. Look it up. Thank you so much, dude. This is amazing. I will have this stuff hooked up by tomorrow and try this out. At this point, I don't know when I'm going to have the boom arm for the microphone because they have... we're going into the third promised delivery date once they respond to that last email I sent them that said, hey, yeah, to anyone who just joined in, this is what was in the package that was supposed to have the boom arm. A single nut. They're trolling me. Oh, man. Alright, hold on. Let me make sure that the game doesn't explode again. Okay, we kept game footage this time. This nut. You forgot about the Transformers? Did you ever promise Transformers? I don't remember you promising Transformers. Yo, I like this handsome Jack mask, though. It's got like a little stand, I think, in there. Oh, my desk is covered. Alright, so I need to... I'm like really close to the mic, I just realized. Yeah, out of all this stuff, I picked the weirdest thing to pull out first. The Nightmare on Elm Street chopsticks. So I want to hang up this Horde poster and this Fallout metal thing, because they're awesome. Oh, thank you again, man. You are so generous. Both with your items and your time, because you're like always here since we met. I really appreciate it. So I think this is the part where the much bigger streamers, they're like, can I get a such and such emote for Camergod in the chat? And then chat just explodes, but I think there's like 5 of us right now, so just assume I did that. Alright. This is so awesome. I'm so eager to like set this stuff up. Have to do it after midnight though. You planned the mask before you even streamed, I just shipped it late. Swarm God Ravna. Oh, that's the slay that ass. What do you think, guys? Should I just always have these goggles around my neck when I stream? That'd be muck fashion. This will be a trilogy. Next episode soon. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope I keep the entertainment flowing. Make your money worth it. I had to postpone my workout this worth though. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Mono. You hurry back now, you hear? These young kids with their moving and their muscles. Dude, the newest headphones. I've never had the newest anything. I am hyped to try those out. You may have noticed that the day that I plugged in the Blue Yeti, I had different headphones on. They didn't have this majigger. And then I switched back to using this because the earpieces that came with the Blue Yeti were honestly kind of odd for audio equipment. They were really poor quality. Like, sound is much better in these. And those are like newer generation times 10 of the things that I'm wearing right now. So I'm eager to try those out. Postpone my workouts will be back as soon as possible. It's 2.4 wireless USB. So is the stand like a charging station if they're wireless? Like this is new to me. I've never had wireless headphones. Hopefully you like the HS70. They have big drivers. I like a guy with big drivers.
What a bloody display.
Not sure about the stand. All I know is it lights up. Gave that bitch some lights. Bitches love lights. What level? We're on 136. I should start paying more attention to this. We're near the land of Muck Dies Easy a lot. Alright, who's this? Anastasia. She's no big thing. Ooh, charger. Stay back. Oh! Oh, as soon as I... Oh, she's nothing. I got my teeth kicked into the back of my head. Old Bloodbriar. 139. Oh boy. The tidal wave of trolls! Oh, misclick there. Oh my gosh, catch up. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and hilarious. Are you trying to quote Darkest Dungeon and murder it? Oh my. $140. Oh, it's Xantarin, yes! I love Xantarin, because I can handle him quite easily. I know what he likes. Woo! 140. Darkest Dungeon news rumors. Hope the headphones sound good. They have large drivers. We'll find out. I will hurry home and get this. I'm going to hurry home tomorrow. My son's going to be like, Daddy, play with me. And I'm going to throw the Lego Cyborg at him and be like, distraction. And then I'm going to run in here and I'm going to start trying to set up these headphones and see how they go. And the stand. Headphones in the stand. See how they go.
Before you are my final challenges.
He does keep emphasizing the large drivers. The largest of drivers. Have you seen those red guards? They have curved drivers. Curved. That's our timer, 49 seconds. River said, this isn't my lucky channel. Lies. You know I treat you good. Oh man. Harvul the Earthshaker. Well, I'm guessing the guy with the Earthshaker in his name is the one making the ceiling quake in. Comets. 143. I'll remind you guys, I got to 150 for one time, at least one, at most 2 times. So this isn't exactly farm status, but I have gotten some levels since then. Said broke his. He went all in the last 3 times, and he won all those. I don't know why he said he wasn't lucky. It's like the 4th all in that he finally failed on. All these harbingers. 145. Igor the Eternal. Oh shoot! I got rooted to the ground. Or frozen. I think I was actually ice that time. Guardian of Bismail. He just doombolt me? You jerk. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Too much bad stuff. Gets me out of here! Guardian of Dree coming in from the north. Ethereal Abomination. 147. Rashalga the Mad Queen. Oh no! Oh man, I had my potion available! I was just too slow to react. I got popped. Ah! I thought it was better than this. Oh, bugger it all. Alright. Nemesis Trove, Glorious Chest, Supreme Chest, Glorious Chest. Oh, and we're at 24 tributes, so we can't start it. The 25 tribute thing next time. Blah, blah, blah. Blueprint. I like blueprints. Okay. Let's see. Rune Father's Gem. And, oh, we got two. The Myrmidon Bastion. +1 to all soldier and necromancer skills, it said. That's cool. You only had 500 potions. I wasn't trying to save it. I was just slow. It's not that I was being frugal. I'm just bad. Let's see. No. Mythical Bounty Hunter's Hat. +1 to Nightblade, Soldier, and Inquisitor skills. And gives you the skill Hooked Net. Well, that is awesome. 100% chance when hit to throw a net on the guy that hit you? That's what I need. Mythical Myrmidon's wait. So I got a recipe earlier for one piece of the Mythical Myrmidon set, and this is a shield that goes with the set. Let's hang on to that. Because I talked about making a Soldier Necro next. Let's put that in the bank, just in case I choose to do that. Oh, that's nothing. Tonic of Clarity? Did I just get that from in here? Did I get a Devotion okay, that's not really a big deal, because Devotion respecs are dirt cheap. Alright, sell this ring, and then go into Ultimate Mode. Just run 1 to 10 once, get your beating. That's true. That's true. And then, like, last time I'll die on 54 and lose all of it. Let's see. Crucible. Oh, I think this 160 was the one we just did. Shit. Chair breaking. Mark, you're so fat! You almost broke the chair! That moment when your chair pops and your life flashes before your eyes. As I always say, I never said you lived. That does seem to be your quote, and little devil on my shoulder. Alright. Aggressive. I'll try. Alright, we've got one piece of lore left. Cronley's Notes, page 2. The Ethereals left. They're headed north to Homestead in order to squash a human resistance orchestrated by the damned Black Legion. I've been left to my own devices, but for one caveat: eradicate Devil's Crossing. It is a task I will relish with great pleasure. There are so many ways I could squeeze the life out of Bourbon, but unfortunately I'll have to settle for just one. Perhaps after I behead his mangled corpse, I'll shove him full of ether shards or bring him back as a personal servant. Then I can kill him over and over and over again. But first I must finish my glorious army. Another batch of aspiring followers is due to arrive within the hour. They have no idea of what suffering and agony is in store for them. I sometimes wish that more would die during the procedure. The failed ones make for such entertaining playthings, their screams echoing throughout the tunnels. Perhaps today I will have to slit one's throat, just for good fun. Okay, Psycho. Alright. I think we needed to do Tyrant's Hold next. Yes, we did. I'll turn around. I need to go down there. Okay, so I gotta go up and then left. Oh, there's a blockade there this time. Ooh. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh, dude, this stuff's scaled. It's level 100 now. 98, 98. This stuff is constantly staying like 4 to 5 levels higher than me. Is that the equivalent of Act 2 ending? Cronley dying? Why do you think that's silly? Do you think he should have been like a final boss or something? Because it seemed like he was being used by the Ethereals. Maybe. But the thing is, like, you're kind of assuming, like, this slice is an act, and then you're assuming he's the boss of that act, and then you're being like, ah, that's too short. I mean, they never specifically said that was the end of an act. Oh, by Homestead? I get you. I get you. Shrine. A rampage relic? Oh my goodness. Shrine, you so greedy. Let's go see what this is going to require.
Hey, got any more scrap metal?
Rampage. Oh, okay. Ah, Blood of Cthulhu. That's a shame, but I'm glad I already have the mats for it. Alright, sacrifice. Alright, devotion. We're at 53 of 55. What did... Oh, that's right. I got the bird thing. Whoa! What's up? We got the bird to add 60% lightning damage to pets because we got that 2 raven thing last time. Yeah. I really like Grim Dawn, but their cinematics and transitions could use some work. Where? I know so. Oh, there it is. I was like, I knew the entrance to Tyrant's Hold is over here somewhere. It's around here up this ramp. Clear end of Act 1 and everything else just blends together until the end. Yeah. It's like go right and then go left for 10,000 miles. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. Mythical Legionnaire's Triumph. Okay. Trying to figure out if I shift it. That's a little better. I think I shifted the camera when I was trying to give you guys a better view of the box. The box. These goggles remind me of the old memes of Ty from Digimon, and he always had the goggles up here on his head, like Gen 1 Naruto. Like it was just fashion, he never used them. And there's even a scene where they're going through like a dust storm, and he's like squinting and he's going like this and pushing through the storm. And they're like, everyone's like, if only you had some kind of device to shield your eyes. And they even make fun of it in Season 2 when they're like, there's a different main kid, and he gives him his goggles. He's like, the leader of the gang should have goggles. It just needs to be. This is getting scarier for me. I saw some stuff that was level 1, yeah, there, level 101. Woo! Stuff hurts. Stop it. Scrap. Nabinok. I think we're standing on a trap, but it's just like tickling. Somehow I killed stuff in that other room that I can't reach. Well, I could, but it's a long way around. Halfway through level 94. Ooh, we lost some bone boys. Resummon them. Oh. Okay, that one hurt. That one hurt a bit. Yo, this bleeding damage. Look at that! That... Gosh, if I didn't have Potion and Blood of Dreeg available when that happened, I might have died. That was some damage. They're coming from the rear. I got a nice halftime story for you guys today. Once we get there. I made a terrible mistake at work. So the story is at my expense. It's really quiet in here. I've got the game music turned up, but there's just like no music for this place apparently. Oh, I can hear it now. It's just super faint. Oh, that's the sound of a boss door. Everyone inside. Let's try to get all this fluff stuff out of the way before we get in there. Oh, there's so many traps in here. Bloodfeast the Ruthless. There he is. Mr. Main Character. Oh, he made a geyser of death under me or something. Ah. Leave my glove alone. Okay, we're good. Chilled steel, rolling blood.
Skill's not ready.
Metal strongbox, ornate strongbox, exalted stash. Mythical brutal axe. +3 to murder. Oh, wow. That's a very straightforward weapon. It gives bonuses to kill you. I think those spike traps killed 6 of our friends. Resummon them. Alright, so... yeah, we finished that quest. So we can go turn that in. So let's head on back to Pine Barrens Rift. Deathmark Valar. How was battle against Bloodfeast?
It wasn't easy, but Bloodfeast is dead. You are a brutal and effective fighter. I'd hate to run into you on a battlefield. Glad to have you on our side.
Farewell. Alright, this area is done, so we can go up to Homestead now. And I think it's time to hunt down the amalgamation. Sell the green items in our bag. Okay. Alright, need to clear out the Duraptian egg clusters and destroy the ethereal amalgamation.
Skill's not ready.
Three out of 10. I think there's more in pretty much every direction. Yeah, there's a bunch of stars on the map now. Oh, too close, too close, too close. I lost 3 guys, resummon them. I honestly feel like the Curse of Frailty minus 50% movement speed thing just like doesn't even work on most creatures, or they're so fast that I can't tell when their speed is cut in half. Alright, here's number 10. Nice, nice. At this point, I feel like we are going to definitely hit level 100 before we hit the end stuff. So then it's just gonna, I don't know if it's just gonna keep scaling or if just everything will always be like 105 or something. Couple greens and a blue. ruins. Yeah, but this is by far the furthest I've ever been level-wise in Grim Dawn. Walter's note. Oh, I guess I found that before. Nothing. Guildham Arcanum page 2. There's something we haven't found before, guys. To reinforce the ingenuity of arcanists, both living and dead, we turn to the works of Master Maven, a prolific arcanist from the third age of our glorious empire. Master Maven was able to bend the inherently destructive flows of the ether to her will in order to manifest a protective barrier around herself. This technique is a stellar example of how the Guildham Arcanum continually strives to break out our preconceptions of the ether, creating entirely new schools of thought within the arcane arts. She made the first mana shield. So proud. We're entering the rotting croplands now. Oh yeah, I was telling the story earlier about EverQuest 2 and World of Warcraft being each other's biggest competitors right when the games came out. So, like, they both had the same release day. So they both made a lot of sales on release day from people, like, just wanted to try one or the other. You know, Blizzard, of course, was huge. EverQuest itself was huge, so people wanted to try EQ too. I had played EverQuest, so I got EverQuest 2 on release day. And played the heck out of it, and in like a month I was like the second conjurer, summoner of course, on my server to be max level. The only problem was at that time there was nothing to do. There was like one or two dungeons at max level, and there was no like max level set of gear even for the classes or anything like that. No raids. So it's just like, you're just sitting there, and you're like, what do I do? So it's like, well, okay. So then I bought WoW just to have a game to play. And then they were churning out content like crazy, so then I got stuck there for the next 10 years. Slay the Demaptiman Queen. Okay, got our next quest, back to the Rotting Croplands. Yeah, I've talked on here before about, like, concepts from one game that I would love to see that in, like, every other game, you know? EverQuest 2 had the collectible system. Rift also has it. I love that. Just like, you occasionally will find a shiny on the ground, and they respawn, like, every so often, but everyone can pick, you know, like, any one person can pick it up, and then it starts respawning it again. So it's uncommon to find one. Not rare, but uncommon. And, like, if you get all the different ones for a zone, you get like some kind of bonus. And if you get one that you've already gotten before, you can just sell it on like the auction house. I thought those were really, really cool. Rift has like thousands of collectible sets in it. They went really in depth with theirs. That's a dead end. Hey, Chris J.
That skill's not ready.
Welcome to the stream. Steampunk goggles. It was one of the gifts in the box.
That skill's not ready.
I would totally do the whole stream wearing these, but all I can see is red. It's like really intensive red filter. So like your chat, because your name is red, I can't read it through the goggles. Yeah, dude, it took a while. There was a lot of stuff in here. Got a big pile next to me. He sent me lots of decorations. Got a Horde banner and a Fallout 4 metal poster type thing to go on the wall. Lots of little things for the desk. And 2 pieces of tech to try out. Some new earphones and a headphone stand. And supposedly they're like top of the line headphones, so I'll be hooking those up tomorrow and try those out. Definitely eager to see what they can do. Wear red filtered goggles? I don't see anything in red. We're good here. Dude, I had them on my head for a while. I felt like Ty from Digimon.
That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
95 hype? Wait, achievement pet hoarder. What is that? Summon 18 pets at the same time? What? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How do I... This thing! It was this thing! Wait, no. 14, 15, 16, 17. That's 17. How do I have 18? Bindings of Bismiel. Bindings of Bismiel procced. Or Bismiel's command procced and summoned the Eldritch Hound. I got hit 3 times and the mythical Black Hand of Sonar Sin summoned 3 conjured devourers. And I got a Steam achievement for having 18 pets. Ty let himself go, please. I am like 150 pounds of obesity, tops. Ty's hair weighed more than me. There's our objective, or one of our objectives. We have 1 point to spend. We do not have a lot of points left. Let's do Aspect of the Guardian. Uh-huh. Especially if it's an anime about a card game. Then the main character's hair is ridiculous. It's got so many colors going on. Oh, dude, because you were playing Borderlands with me last night, one of the things in the box, handsome Jack mask. That was before we even arranged to play the game. He was psychic. They made up for it in the second series. Silly Japan. Budget Kingslayer to you, sir. Woo! That hurt. Hive Guard and Noxus the Tainted.
That skill's not ready. Can't do that yet.
Well, stick around, friends. At halftime, which is about 15 minutes, I'll give you some Muckluck story time. Got a short tale today that puts me in a bad light.
Skill's not ready.
Vizier. I still haven't seen whatever these little things are I'm summoning. Chthonian Hungerers? Like... I haven't spotted them. They must be teeny tiny little things. Flame Torrent has reached maximum rank.
Can't do that yet.
Enemy hero killed. Mythical Damnation. Pheromone Gland. That's one of the things we need. What is... +1 to all occultist skills. Adds 700 to 1600 vitality damage to Doombolt. 50% chaos damage converted to vitality to Doombolt. 499 damage. Wow, so this adds damage to certain spells. We've never seen anything like that. Got one more pheromone gland to find in here, and then we can get back into the Queen's Lair.
Can't do that.
Ooh. Caught between a rock and a bug place. Hey, there's the other Vizier we needed. Hey, buddy, need your pheromones. Get your queen hopping. Get your fat ass back here.
Can't do that.
Ooh, got clipped there. Tons. Ferocious Kingslayer by day, a nice and devoted incest adept at night. Here's your slogan. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I didn't think that went through. Yeah, I watched 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, and I quickly found out that Muckluck doesn't really care for a show where the main characters keep dying constantly. It was something I didn't know about myself. I learned it then. I watched 2 seasons of it, and I got to the episode where the lady's like, the night is dark and full of terrors, and then she like rides the one dude. The next day she's 9 months pregnant. Then she splits her legs in front of some enemy castle or something and fires shadow demons out of her hoo-ha into the castle, and then you hear screams because her birth monsters just wrecked the whole place. And I was like, okay, this is really weird. This feels like I'm watching just like weird porn at this point. And I just like, I really just, I have it bookmarked still, but I just never had an urge to continue watching the next episode. Look how much health this chick has. This is nuts. Alright, this is when we... Look at this. We slayed that ass. I don't know if she's locked on the pets or just stuck there, but that works for me.
I can't do that yet.
That was worth, though. Very educational lady, especially while naked. Alright. So we're done with the bugs. Wait a minute. Oh, I think the Queen's room dumped me back to the entrance of the whole hive? Oh yeah, it did. Cool. So we can go to the amalgamation now.
I can't do that yet.
Dude, I had to leave one of my Twitch communities today. Not because I did anything wrong, but it's like I've joined like 7 Discords of people trying to, you know, make it on Twitch. And when I was on like 2 or 3, I tried to be pretty active in conversations and stuff like that. Now I like rarely say something in any of them because I'm in 7. But when I go online, I make sure in the I'm online channel in all 7, I post, you know, like I type in when I'm going online, here's what we're going to do tonight, and I copy paste it into the other 6. Healing Ray and level up. And this guy's like, hey, if you want to stay a member of this community, you need to add us as one of your communities on Twitch, and you can only have 3. And I was like, I've already got 3 there. And he's like, okay, well, just put our logo in your overlay. And I was like, I don't use an overlay. And he's just like, well, I was like, all right. And then there were 6. Yeah, I think teams, you can be a member of as many as you want. People have to invite you to those. The community, you can just jump in. I am here now. Ah, I don't have to run through the fire. Ah!
skill's not ready.
No. They require you to somehow show that you're a member of them. Which I don't have a huge complaint about. But you see how under my stream you've got, like, your communities? I've already got 3 communities there. And then he's like, okay, well, the alternative is to use our logo in your overlay. And I was like, I don't use an overlay. My overlay is a border around my face. That's it. But I had been there for a while, but again, I was rarely talking because I was trying to talk in, like, 7. And, I was just one of a horde of people being like, I'm online if you want to look at me. You can guess away, it's fine. I'm sure there's 1,000 communities out there similar to this one, so I doubt you'll get it right. Human remains. I hold no ill will toward them or anything. You know, if they're gonna support someone, they at least want their logo there. It's just like a NASCAR racer. Nope. It was... And see, this goes to show how much time I was spending there. It was Rebels of something something. Open the tower, you're burning! And I have nothing bad to say about them. I was just like, well, I wish I could have more than 3 communities. I'm trying to reap the benefits of all of these things. Oh, Etherfire, hello. Ooh, we almost popped. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh
Oh my. I forgot I did that. Oh, Bakemono. Did you hear it? Red Dynasty PT, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself enough that you hit that button. I appreciate it, man. Or gal. No judging here. I made assumptions. It's 2018. I gotta stop doing that. I totally did that per your request, Bakemono. I forgot I made that sound file. I was like, wait, why am I hearing my own voice? Alright, we just killed the amalgamation, so we can go back to town now and turn that quest in. So back to Homestead. I'm gonna mute my microphone for just a second, guys, to yell to my wife and ask a favor. Alright, testing audio. Okay, it's back up. Okay. I wish, minor complaint. I love this game, but I wish Grim Dawn didn't completely freeze up when you tab out of it. Like, even in windowed mode, it does that. Glad to see more people still playing Grim Dawn Assault. Oh, snap! Let me see. Oh, thank you, dear. I had a mighty thirst. And my wife was helping with that. Coke? If you need a spokesman, I can be paid to tell people that you are better than Pepsi. Oh, that's much better. Whew. Oh, shoot. What was that? What did I just sell? Wait! Bonus to all pets. 39%. No. Okay, it's fine. That's not better than what I got. Yeah, Red Dynasty, I think... gosh, it's been a while since we talked about this Bakemono, so correct me if I'm wrong. Bakemono is in Portugal, but moving to Germany? I think that's what it was. Now he's gonna tell me I'm way off. I'm Japanese, you fool! Oh, shit. What is that? Poison Nova. Bonus to all pet. No, we don't need that. Alright. Recipe. Love it. Seal of the skies. Report to Barnabas.
There was much commotion reported.
Yeah, in
the
some
area
months.
around
I'm from
this
Mars.
place. I trust you have IC.
Like most of us men, I hear.
Scouts have reported back.
Well, Red Dynasty, I guess I don't need you to give you the rundown. Like,
This is Red Dawn. It is an action RPG made by Crate Studio.
I guess I don't need to do that. It sounds like you're already familiar with it. But yeah, I really love it, and I love playing the Summoner. Alright. Let's accept all these quests. And when we played through this on normal mode, we read every scrap of text we found. At this point, I'm only reading the lore pages that I find that I somehow missed on normal and elite mode. Oh, wait. I already have the quest to complete this thing. Oh, that's right, because I picked up too many of the dog tags in elite mode, so I had them this whole time ready to finish that mode. Find the captured farmers in the Blood Grove. Where's Barnabas? Is he up here?
Just the person.
Oh, here's Olgrim.
There are two other.
Okay.
The one you call.
Oh, the Barnabas is in Devil's Crossing. That's that's not where I'm at. I'm looking around the wrong town for this fella, so I need to go back down here. Oh, he's the water pump fella. To the water pump?
I don't know what you did, but it...
Alright. 2 rare crafting ingredients, take that. Okay, now I should be able to leave Homestead going to the north, I believe. I think he's going into lurking mode, Bakamona. That's alright. You're not the talkative folk, we're glad to have your company anyway. Muckluck said with his southern drawl kicking in. There's a short tale for you. So I went to middle school in Georgia. Talking about states in the U.S., not the country Georgia, in case there's any confusion. And then went to high school in Utah. And a lot of people are like, oh, Southern boy, here you got a lot of rednecks down there, stuff like that. And I'm sure we do in some places. I don't know. I live near Atlanta, which is all like city. But from my perspective, like, the high school in Utah had more rednecks in one like hallway corridor than any like place that I had ever seen at that point in my life in Georgia. It was literally a row of lockers for guys that were like in cowboy boots, cowboy pants, cowboy hats hanging in their locker, and some of them would practice lasso tricks in between classes. And the teachers allowed it as long as they put the lassos in their locker after, like, when the bells rang. It was the most surreal experience. Like, it was like 2 blocks that way, it went from houses to farms. Like, one of my friends had a horse in his backyard, and he had to feed it as chores. I was like, I have to take out the trash. So it was just like, fine. It was just like, you go 3 minutes that way in a car, and you hit farm country. And people are like, oh man, you're from the South, you're a redneck. I'm like, yo, you're all rednecks. First of all, quit picking on me. Second of all, it's fine. Such a weird experience. You know, I think we're past story time o'clock. I might just have one audience member, but I think I got a laugh for you, Mr. Mono. At work today, I'm on the phone with this lady doing my tech support thing. And I'm starting to get the vibe from this lady that she's got a sense of humor. She's an older woman, but she's got a sense of humor. And I accidentally get way too comfortable with my humor. And I thought I was going to get in trouble. And at one point, I click something on her screen, and it makes everything vanish. And it was a step in the troubleshooting process, but all her stuffs disappear. And before I can explain what I'm doing, she's like, don't do that! My first impulse, I acted on my first impulse, which was to quote Cartman and go, I do not want. And we both got really quiet. And then she started laughing, and I started laughing. I was like, oh my god, ma'am, I am so sorry. I got way too familiar there. And she's just dying laughing. And she's like, no, don't do whatever you want. You're going to scare me. You delete all my stuff. I'm an old lady. You're going to give me a heart attack. I'm going to die, and then you're going to feel bad. And I'm like, that's your ultimate weapon? You're going to die and make me feel bad? She's like, yes. I said, no, I'm sorry. I was just being way too friendly. I should not have said that. I apologize. She goes, it's fine, darling. Yeah, it was pretty cringy. It's just, I do not want. Ma'am, bathroom. It's like, dude, the words left my mouth, and I was like, no. Trying to grab them back. It's too late. Stick around, Red. We have story time at halftime like every day. Try to think of something, and most of the time it's got me in a bad light, but there's some gems. I need to put this stuff on a YouTube playlist. I really do. 71% to all. No, I don't need that. Oh, the back scratcher again. Alright, wait, what was that blue? Don't need that. Alright. Elderly people can be pretty cool, so it just needs to... Oh, yeah. I am not for 1 second gonna be like, elderly people suck. You know, like, no, they don't. They're just different time. I remember one lady I was talking to, and she was like, I was trying to show her something on the computer, and she's like, oh, honey, I'm so bad at it. And I'm like, it's okay. And I always say the same thing every time, because typically when I'm doing tech support, I am helping insurance agents. That's just simply the customers that we cater to at the place I work. And every time that one of the older ones will be like, oh, I don't know computers, I always say, oh, you know what, I don't understand insurance, so that makes us even. And they usually laugh, and that kind of smooths things over. And, oh shoot, hold on. That lady caught me by surprise and derailed my train of thought here. Oh no! Okay, these guys are friendly. Yeah, elderly people. I've had so many times when, you know, they're like really resistant to learning something new with the computers because age, and I tried to show it to them, and they're like resistant to it. I'm like, it's okay, I don't understand insurance. That usually helps. But I've had one lady who's like, let me try to get you to understand this. This lady said to me, she goes, you ever had your mama say, you don't understand what life is like before the internet? I was like, yeah. And she's like, my parents used to say that about electricity. Okay. Yeah, all right. I guess you're closer to 80 than I thought. In my head. Didn't say those words out loud. All right. I think I just rescued the people I needed to. Yep. Return to captain. I just wrapped up the second one, Kemmer. I can tell the first one real quick. Basically, I was on the phone with a customer today, and I accidentally slipped into being way too familiar with her because I was too comfortable. And she was like, I was on her computer, and I very briefly made her desktop disappear while I was reloading the display or something. It was standard. Whatever I was doing was standard. And she's like, oh no, don't do that! And for some reason, my first impulse, which I acted on, was to say, I do not want, in a Cartman voice. And we both just went like dead quiet. And I was like, ma'am, I am so sorry. And she just burst out laughing. I was like, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I got way too comfortable with you there. I didn't mean to do that. And she's like, it's fine, but don't do whatever you want. You make my stuff disappear. You scare me. You're going to give me a heart attack. I'm old. And you're going to kill me, and you're going to feel bad. And I'm like, that's your ultimate weapon? I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to feel bad? She's like, yeah. That's the speed version of the tale I already told. gonna save the lady that's burning at this stake. Alright. The Elder Slayer? Man, I have a bunch of stories back from when. So for my first real job, like a 8-hour shifts job, Slayer of annoying customers. I mean, I do seem to be the one that you guys give all the worst phone calls to because I can talk her down. I hate doing it. There's no joy in it for me, but I can talk to anyone usually. I'm just so jaded at this point. I'm just like, they yell in my ear, and like I'll let them rant for like 2 or 3 minutes, and sometimes I'll be like, all right, I can listen to you talk, or I can fix the problem. What would you prefer? Or my favorite thing to do is, guys, if I'm like, all right, hold on, let me work on that problem for you, and then I'll mute my phone because I don't want them to just hear me breathing. And then they're just like, this has been happening for a long time, and your product sucks, and da-da-da-da, and basically they're just like whining, right? They want someone to complain to. And I let them go for like minutes, however long they want to go while I work on the problem. They could be talking for 5-10 minutes, and I don't say a word. And I'm listening to the whole thing. I am listening. Then, here's my favorite thing. I unmute the phone, and I go, okay, I just got back on the headset here. I was working with another tech on that issue of yours. It looks like we got that fit. And I pretend like they were talking to dead air the whole time. So they usually don't want to repeat all of that, 10 minutes of whining, and they feel stupid, and I've done no verbal attacks. That is my favorite thing, is you can hear it in their tone of voice. It's just, it's just delicious. They're like, yeah, thank you. Because I told them, I was like, give me just a second, and which could have been interpreted as BRB. It's the best. It really is. You hear my passion for that stratagem? I love it. Nine wine. Muckluck beats off their tears. No, just the ones that, like, if they're patient with me, I can work on a problem for hours and hours and hours. And I'll get frustrated at the problem, but not at them. But if they get on the phone and like, this is unacceptable, I will take every effort to make them feel as stupid as possible without directly insulting them. Like, they get on there and they'll be like, you host my Outlook, and I'm like, sir, that's not possible. And they're like, yeah, and I'm like, no, sir, Outlook is an email viewer. We host your email possibly, but Outlook is made by Microsoft. Do you need to call Microsoft? I can get you their phone number. And I'm like super kind about offering them to get off my phone. And they're like, no, the problem's with your email. Oh, it is with our email. Okay, because you said Outlook, so I was confused there. Okay, go ahead. It's just, if they're really worked up, it's real easy. It's like, if you're gonna yell at me, dude, I'm getting something out of this. I'm not paid by the wine. America. I'm sure America's not the only country where tech support people suffer. Oh, man, I went off on a big tangent, though. My first, 8-hour-a-day job was working at a hotel. And I was basically the front desk, but I was the only staff member there for night shift. So I was the front desk, I was security, I was the janitor, I was everything. Tell you what, you work 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. for 7 years at a hotel, you've seen some shit. You've seen some stuff. So I think a lot of future Mukluk story times are going to be from that. Ooh, what is this? Mythical Agony. Plus 3 to Blood of Trigue, plus 1 to all soldier skills. So this is a soldier occultist item? I don't know what Nadala's hidden hand is. Curse your foe with agony. I worked there too. Here in Portugal, it's pretty smooth. Dude, the first bit of awkwardness, you work a hotel on the night shift, a lot of people trying to bring in hookers. I don't even know where they found them. Like, nowhere in the area where I worked or lived in Atlanta, at any time, have I ever once, in like 20 years, seen a hooker. But these people were coming in with very clearly, yeah. I was like, no, sorry, you can't do that. Our owners are pretty clear about that policy. And it's kind of funny watching them try to, like, they're smooching as they walk in the door, and I'm like, if this is what I think it is, guys, I can't give you a room, I'm not allowed to. And he's like, no, it's my sister. And I was like, you know, she's like very scantily dressed. They were pecking as they came in the door. I'm like, we're not that far south, buddy. This is North Georgia. Oh man. Alright, let me go empty my bag before I go into the Chthonic Rift, because then I can't teleport to town. Yeah, dude, I guess.
I'll give you a good price and we'll go left.
Bonus to all pets. I would really like to get the mythical version of Dreadguard, because it has been treating me very well. Very, very well indeed. Silver Sentinel. Oh, wait. 33% to all damage. Oh, no. It's close. It's close to being upgraded, but not. Mythical Myrmidon Chest Guard. Didn't we find another piece of the Myrmidon set earlier? I think we did. Let's go to the bank real quick. Because I think I put it into the shared character stash. Because I was thinking about making a Soldier Necro. Mythical Myrmidon's Guard, right there. Groovy. 2-piece. Wow, I don't have enough physique to wear this. I have so many points in physique. My muscles are not adequate. No. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Okay, I didn't realize that's how those tabs worked. There's that ASMR for you, Bakemono. Alright. Okay, turn in this quest. The cult has been stopped. Return to Sorrow's Bastion. Alright, we're gonna do that. Good Second Amendment laws in Georgia. Texas is really good. Oh, dude, I'm so... Second Amendment laws? Hold on, where was I? Sorrow's Bastion. Was it an expensive hotel I worked in? I worked at a hotel, I have no idea if there would be any flag for saying its name on stream, so I will say it is very similar to the extended stay hotel chain, where like the rooms had a small kitchenette in the room with like 2 stove eyes, a sink, a full-size refrigerator, you know. Most of the people, oh, and you got a discount the longer your stay, so it was cheaper per day the longer your stay was. Like, a one-night stay was actually really expensive. It was overpriced because they were not trying to cater to that. Oh. Yo, 96! I already had whatever was... I just turned in 2 quests in a row because I already had the next thing you wanted. The Bring It... Oh, God, the Bring It On story. I'm gonna have to... That'll have to get clipped. I'll definitely have to remember I said that tonight. Oh, man. Dude, I had to process that for a while. I was like, what is he talking about? I did not know I had told you that. Okay. So, again, this was 13, 14 years ago at this point. Or, sorry, it was between 7 and 14 years ago would have been the time frame for this story. So when I'm at the front desk of this hotel, behind, like, this is the counter. I'm at the front desk. Behind me is, like, a big bookshelf. And the shelf has got DVDs and VHS on it. Every room had a DVD VHS player. I'm correcting my goggles. I really like these things. Had DVDs on it, and it was free to rent. People could come down to the desk, and they could basically, if they had good eyes, they could just look at them, or we had a list on paper for people with bad eyes, and they could say, I want to rent that. And they would sign it out, and as long as they brought it back, they could immediately get another movie. Or they could, if they didn't bring it back before they checked out, then we would charge them. Because we had their credit card on file for staying in the hotel. Okay, we have a quest in the Chthonic Rift. Oh, it's for that devotion shrine. Right on. So this guy comes down, and first of all, some backstory. We did not have a porn channel in the hotel. We did not have pay-per-view. This hotel was usually used for, like, business meetings and stuff, okay? So this guy comes down to the desk. Again, I'm night shift, so this is between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. at some point. And he goes, hey, can I see your movie list? I heard you guys had a movie list. I was like, yeah, sure. And I hand it to him, and he flips through it for like 5 seconds. And he's like, dude, do you have any adult movies? And like, I said, what I'm about to say, I said in disbelief. I was like, adult movies? Kind of like, are you really asking me this? Because like no one had asked me that in the whole time I had worked there, which had been a few years at that point. And he, I think, assumed I did not know what he was talking about. And he's like, yeah, you know, porn? Like, I'm a dumbass. And then I'm just like, no, we don't have that. And he's just like, ugh. And he takes the binder, like the list of DVDs we do have, and he looks at it, he's like, give me Bring It On, which was like a Disney cheerleader story movie. And I'm just like, yes, sir, just a moment. And I turn around and I get Bring It On, and I hand it to him, and I'm like, please sign here. And he signs it out, and he takes Bring It On and steps off to his room. And this movie is, I mean, it's a movie. It's got to be at least like 90 minutes, right? I've never seen it. I assume it's at least an hour and a half. He comes back like 15 minutes later, and he's like, here, it goes to return the movie. And I'm just like, two fingers. Like, here, my phone. Yeah, he reaches over the counter to hand it to me. And he's like, here's your movie. And I'm just like, thank you, please come again. It's like, I'm about to cry as I'm taking this from him with 2 hands. As soon as he got out of my sight, I went and I got some like alcohol wipes and wiped it down, and I went and like washed my hands. I was like, I'm dirty! The guy just went and turbo faffed to the other room with a Disney flick. Like, just the way he kept like rubbing his face, like in hindsight, I was like, oh man, that guy was about to pop. Get the poison out. Ugh. God. I can think of a couple of other stories. I've already told like 3 good stories tonight, so I need to save some for tomorrow. We will eventually run out of Muck stories. Let's not rush toward that time. Oh, hey, if I were a good Twitch streamer, I would tell you guys, if you guys are getting stuff on Prime Day and you suddenly have Amazon Prime, remember, that comes with a free Twitch Prime subscription. Just saying. Taking money from Amazon and giving it to the little people. Oh Lord, I'm in tears. Well, that was a YouTuber. I think I'm reading this message at the wrong point in the conversation. Ah! That's what I did this month. Oh! Callie, you ninja sneaking in here. Thank you very much. Just a few thousand more subs, and I'll be able to quit my day job. But not yet. Family would be in poverty if I tried that now. Oh, ow, 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 ow. These are the mortar guys. No bueno. These guys are like so slow and they just stand there. Most of the time they're no threat at all. And then occasionally they like bone prison you and shoot mortars and kill you. Mythical Cowl of the Blind Assassin. +2 Inquisitor and Nightblade. Whoa, chat bumping all of a sudden. It's Twitch language, I mean the story will give a good YouTube video. Gotcha. Gotcha. Honestly, how did I do on the franchises? A-tier session? Yeah, dude! Like, hey, you want a tier list? Oh my gosh. I should probably pause this while I'm doing this. I love Legos. I love Justice League. Cyborg was a big hit. I love Borderlands 2. That's a big hit. I watched some Battlestar Galactica. I am not fluent in it. Same with Mass Effect. Although I have had people tell me that due to the games I like to play that I should try to get like the whole Mass Effect series while it's on sale and play through it because I love those type of games. I love these things. I've never heard of Psychonauts, but these things are awesome. I love steampunk stuff. I don't think I haven't told you that, but yeah, it's awesome. And Skyrim, Wrath, and what's his butt from Firefly. I feel bad that I cannot remember his name, but I do like my he fell down. Trying not to sneeze on air. Sure, I'm making some great faces right now. Oh, the D20 stress dice. I love this. This is gonna peg some heads at work. And I'm eager to try out the new hardware you sent me as well. Cult following game. Oh, what was the other thing you sent me that I really loved? Shoot, it got pushed way back here. The Chrysalid. I love this. Like, I like the XCOM games. I love Zerg, and this kind of is like a crossover. Like, I don't know how clear that is on the stream. Maybe the side of the box. Like, this is a picture of what's in here. Like, I think this is so cool. Like, the buggy, regenerating swarm villains I find fascinating. Ooh, Ragnadar the Great Maw. Malcolm Reynolds, Fallout 4. Yes, both of the items that are going on my wall, so I get to continuously show them off. Those are awesome. The Horde banner and the dude, it was so funny when I opened that. I'm like, wait, is this an Alliance banner? And that one was it French that in chat is like, oh no, burn it. And then I was like, oh wait, it's reversible. There's Horde on the other side. That was a fun moment. Yeah, Fallout 4 is the only Fallout I've played, but I played the hell out of it. I really liked it. I wish I had been more familiar with the Fallout series in its older days when when it wouldn't feel like I'm playing such an old, slow game, because I'm not sure if I could get through the original ones now. Yeah, dude, there's so... Here, hold on. Let me... Get ready, chat. You're about to lift off. Alright, so... Oh, man, the cord is caught on something. So right here, here's the workstation. Like, there's the little toys right there that he just gave me. Look, this whole table over here. Can you see this? Is all the stuff that was in that box. And then over here is the box itself, which still has the 2 pieces of hardware in it that I look forward to trying out tomorrow. Like, this thing was packed in like a Tetris master did it. Like, there's all this stuff in here that is like worth quite a bit. And then, oh, bad camera. There we go. There's all this stuff in here. Some of it's like pretty expensive, and he protected it with 1 sheet of the bubble wrap. Which is impressive in its own right. Alright, we're out of the chthonic rift.
Skill's not ready.
I'd like your opinion on something. I'll message you on Discord when you have time. Okay, it's a minute-long thing anyway. Sure. My time is yours, Mr. Joao. Oh, we got a heist brewing. If you're in earshot and you want to get in on this bank heist, get in on it. Bloodsworn Adjutant. I love when non-Portuguese people... Oh no, should I stick to just calling you Mr. Mono? Am I butchering it? It's not my intent, I swear.
Can't do that.
I told you the day... That's how I gave you my good first impression. I was Googling how to pronounce it properly because I didn't want to butcher it.
That skill's not ready.
Oh, camera with the 420.
Insert weed jokes.
Oh man, then Google lied to me because because what I did, first of all, I didn't even know how to type that A. So what I did is when I first came across your name, I highlighted it and I did copy paste into the Google box to say it, and that's when it was like Joao, Joao, and I'm like, okay, say it like a gremlin, got it. Google dude sounded like an Ewok. I still don't understand the mechanic of those elementalist shields. They have like a big, what looks like a swirling bubble of air around them. And it's just like, all my attacks do 0 damage for a few seconds, then I start hurting them. Aroxus Swiftclaw the Swift. How did this turn trying to say on this show? That's so hard, or it's always fun. Nice tries. Yeah, I mean, as you know, my real name is Michael, so, not many people mess that up. The worst I usually get is they'll spell it M-I-C-H-E-A-L, which those are the Michaels that are a mistake. We Michaels have a tiering system there at the bottom. Suddenly I start seeing unfollow for the EALs.
That skill's not ready.
But there's a few people I talk to where it's like, if I'm talking to so-and-so, I'm Miguel. If I'm talking to so-and-so, I'm Mikhail. And to one grandpa, I'm Mikey. I was Mikey as a baby, and I never outgrew Mikey. Oh man, so my wife is Russian, and she was trying to teach me a few Russian words early on, and Russians have the thing where they roll the R, and I could not do that, and I finally sort of sounded like I did it. She's like, "Oh, that's great, you did it." I'm like, "I really didn't. I don't think I should keep doing this." She's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Cause I'm not rolling the R with my tongue. I couldn't figure that out, so I did something else." She's like, "What'd you do?" And it's like, "I'm gurgling spit." It's like I was doing that to roll R's. Sounds like my mouth is dry. I can't speak Russian right now.
That skill's not ready.
My tongue was raised on American cheeseburgers. It can't do that. Oh, I think I got an unspent point. Yeah. Chthonic Seal of Binding. Polished Emerald. We're in the outcropping of the lumber mill. I know we have to clear this area for that one quest. Need a drink. Don't kill me, monsters. Ah, here we go. Ah! There's the demons we gotta take out. A lot of explosions in there. Is it gonna go 11, 12, all the way up to 18? I think it might. Ooh, almost died to whatever that stuff on the ground was.
Can't do that yet.
Sanctified Bone. That does not ring any bells. I don't remember finding one of those before now. Oh, there was a cut through there. I almost missed it. Village of Darkvale. Living in a place called Darkvale almost sounds as smart of an idea as living in a place called Duskwood. You know, I'm wondering, this Steam achievement I got earlier, Pet Hoarder, have 18 pets out at the same time. I wonder if that achievement existed before the Necromancer. Because 10 of my pets are from Necromancy. 11 if you count the Relic. I can't currently think of a way where you could get that without Necro Occultist. Maybe Necro Shaman, but not without Necro that I can think of. Also, can I just say, I love it when, other than the shrines, it seems like... Oh, no, the shrines too. Having stuff in your bank, if you have a quest that requires that stuff, it considers it on your person, and you don't have to go back to town to get that stuff. Love that mechanic in a game. Yes, realism would dictate you gotta go back and get it, but that's one of those fun over realism things. Like, it's just a trip back. Every town and location sound ominous. I don't know, Homestead doesn't sound terrible. But before that was Devil's Crossing. I'll give you everything but Homestead in this game. Oh man, that lady got hit by a 15k lightning bolt. I think I might have just heard real thunder, but I couldn't tell because of the game lightning. Please stay on power. What did we just get? Mythical Shard of Command. Epic Amulet, bonus to pets, bonus crit damage, total speed, and vitality resistance. No, our current amulet is second Raven, and Ravens get steroids. I don't see us getting rid of that. I'd be surprised. Like, this required level 82, so it'd have to be like an epic item higher than 82. Okay, almost, yeah. Ooh. We're finding some... Oh, whoa! We're finding some occultists. I'm seeing a lot of my own debuffs on me. Unless there was something reflective there. Look at all the vines on the ground from my belt. My belt that vines them if they hit me. There's just like layers and layers of vines from me getting shot. Oh, look, right here. Oh, shoot. Move over here, pets. Oh, it's fading away. I think that was one of the Chthonians from my belt. Maybe. I still haven't been able to spot them. Sorry, not belt, my hammer. 30% chance when I get hit to summon a tiny Chthonian. Oh, there's a lore page, guys! Oh, let's read it now. Our little town is surrounded by forts and soldiers of the Imperium, and yet I have never felt more alone or vulnerable. Each day I see more and more soldiers leaving Fort Harran to head north, while the road through the Dark Vale is a never-ending stream of refugees heading south. Those fleeing the capital tell horrific tales of people gone crazy, of robbing and looting as madness consumes the head of our nation. One story even described a mob running down a woman in the street and devouring her alive. Sounds like a horror story, but I am assured that it is the whole truth. With so many new faces in town, my deputies are tasked with holding the town together. Fighting over scarce goods has become a daily ritual. We have had several murders in the last 2 weeks, a concept once entirely strange to our little village. 3 more people have vanished over the last week. At first, we didn't pay it much heed, what with the coming and going of folks on account of the refugee situation. But with these 3, it now makes a total of 6 that have gone missing since Tom, with not a soul aware of where they've gone to. Whatever is stirring in the capital must be making its way here as well. Some unseen dread that you can't quite pinpoint, but you can see it on the faces of those traveling south. Desperation, fear. It's all around us now, and it's taken root in Dark Vale. The mayor has expressed similar concerns, particularly around a strange new religion that's been attracting followers recently. Could they be behind the recent disappearances? Vincent Chambre, Beastkeeper of Dark Vale. Yeah, probably, judging by the bathtubs full of blood in the nearby houses. There's a 15-second delay before chat post if on phone. Huh. I'm going to alert most time already. Catch tomorrow. See you, Bakamono. Thank you as always. Oh, I think this is the creepy bathtub house I was talking about. Look at this. Wow, they're hanging on hooks. Yeah, there's a lore page in there last time that we read about like them being so proud of how efficient their system was to drain all the blood out of people and hide the body. Ooh. What level's this stuff? It's all 100. It's all an even 100. Oh, this is awesome. As long as they're not hitting me. Just AoEing the crap out of that spot. I haven't even lost anybody yet. Nice. Look at all that loot. That was awesome. Alright. Let's get these crafting mats. Oh, whoa, glad we didn't aggro her at the same time. Oh, shoot. She is actually actively trying to shoot me. Wall of meat! Protect me, squires! To quote Claptrap. Bloodsworn Curse. So she just had like a nasty aura. I thought that was the Frailty Curse at first because it was the same icon, but I was wrong. Oh yeah, I do need to spend the devotion point, thank you. What was I doing? I maxed out the bird. For now, I'll restore the tree. I'm gonna have 1 point left. And unless I choose to move something, I don't know where to put it. I still haven't tried Googling the most optimal thing. I'm sure there's a better way. There's always a bigger fish. Oh, here's a chuckle for you guys. So my 6-year-old loves Lego Star Wars, and he's seen the Lego equivalent of Episode 1, where Anakin's a little kid, many, many times. And finally I was like, would you like to watch the real Star Wars? And he's like, yeah. And we sit down and we watch Star Wars Episode 1, like the actual one, not the Lego one. And at the end of the movie I was like, so what'd you think? And he's like, it looked like a bunch of people just dressed up and tried to pretend Star Wars. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, like, in his mind, Lego Star Wars is Star Wars. And the actual Star Wars Episode 1 is just some, like, nerds cosplaying, trying to be Lego. Okay. Scavenge plating.
Skill's not ready.
He's 6, so I would say his absolute favorite changes on like a every 2-week basis. So there's that. There's definite phases. Right now, right this second, he's into Octonauts. He really likes Clash of Clans. Now, part of the fact is, yeah, that's a game on the iPad. It's not just like a toy, and he loves playing video games. But he and pretty much, yeah, everyone in this house, me, my wife, and my kid, all have Clash of Clans accounts. So he loves that. He'll come running up and make me watch replays of his terrible attacks. But he does love Lego Star Wars. He goes back to that a lot. Oh man, this place is quite the maze. Oh, here we go. Yeah, anything Lego he's at the very least a fan of. So like I'm gonna let him put this cyborg together. Ooh. Where does this go? Fort entrance. I feel like almost none of our skeletons are archers, and I really like them, so I'm going to do a resummon here to randomize 3 of them. He wishes it's mine. My precious. Well, thank you again. That's very kind of you to think of him as well when you did that. Dude, I was checking some mic settings, so I had the stream, the Dark Souls stream from midday yesterday playing on my computer while I messed with stuff. I got to the part where, like, I had playing Dark Souls yesterday. There were 3 bosses I killed on the first try, and 1 boss that took me like 12 tries. And as soon as I lost the first time, he's like, "Summon help," and I'm like, "I'm trying to beat the game solo without summoning help." You know, it's Dark Souls. And he's like, ugh, and each time I die, why didn't you just summon? And, you know, finally, like an hour later, I was like, you don't have to watch if you hate this. Like an hour later, I beat the boss. I am super pumped. My heart is da 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 da, and I'm like, yes, you know, fist pumps in the air, and then he's like, ugh, and just like groans and turns to the side, and I'm like, what is your deal? And Bakemono's just laughing his ass off, and he's like, I wanted you to beat him the first time and summon help. And it's just like, there is no pleasing you, you little, you know, not actually going to say that part, but I was thinking it. Like an hour of attempts into this boss, and he's like, I'm not pleased, you should have killed him the first time. 6-year-old little punk. Blessed Steel. Ooh.
That skill's not ready.
So my experience with Dark Souls 1 is that I didn't know it was meant to be used with a controller. And I spent 4 hours patching the game trying to get a keyboard and mouse to work. And I was like, wow, this game is stupid. What is wrong with this? And at that time, I didn't even know what a PC port meant. And then I found out later that Dark Souls 1 was hailed as one of the worst PC ports of all time. But I got it working after like 4 hours of looking up unofficial patches and stuff. And I beat like 4 or 5 bosses on an entire Saturday, and finally I was like, all right, I'm really burned out. I remember, you might know who I'm talking about. It's like, is it Gavel the Rock or something like that? It was a guy, he was wearing like stone armor, and his weapon was like, he was holding the pointy end of a dragon tooth and hitting you with the blunt end. Havel the Rock, I think. I spent like hours and hours trying to kill him, and I finally did it. And I was like, this feels good, but I would have rather have those hours back. Like, the pleasure was not so high that I did not regret that. Let's be like half a Saturday on Havel. So I didn't even get to the bosses you're referring to. I think I know who they are because I've seen them in videos, but I didn't reach them because I was a scrub. Oh, we haven't heard the riff in a while, guys. Here we go. Karaz, Sigil of Cthon. Let's get the range right up next to him so we look at all the flame wreaths they're turning now. Alright. Oh shoot, we lost 6 of our boys. Okay, I knew he was at a phase 2. I didn't realize he was going to scream about it. Alright, we're back up to max dudes. He summoned tentacles. Come on and slam. And welcome to Japan. Ooh. As his death blow, he summoned Hold Still and Die underneath me. Nice. That was good music. Grim Dawn should have, like, the good music kick in more often. It's good stuff. Cheese backset. I think you've seen me play Dark Souls 3 a bit. I do a lot of rolling backward and fireballing at them. Like, I am not confident in my ability and the up close. Like, was it riposting? I can't do that for crap. I tried a lot of times and I never got it. So I'm usually like block then hit is my thing, which doesn't work on the big boys. I enjoy the game, do not get me wrong, but I play it differently than most people. I really like Pyromancy because it uses half int, half faith, so I get to use low-level faith and low-level int spells if I want to, and then all the Pyromancy spells. Like, I tried making the other type of caster, which is just pure int, but I really didn't enjoy it that much. Oh, really? I didn't get far enough to really find that out, but I take your word for it. Alright, our bags are pretty bad, or pretty full right now. I'm gonna stop back to Homestead and sell a bunch of stuff. Bonus to all pets shoulder pads. Yeah. Yeah, my current ones are plus 110% to the lightning damage of those two ravens, so it'd be really tough to replace that. Hold on. Yo, that's pretty good. But it's so hard to gauge how good the Venomancer's Raiment is for pets. Because the Venomancer's Aura gives a 25% chance on hit of doing 180% more acid damage. And that might mean hitting for a normal physical hit, but converted to acid and then hitting 180% harder. Or it might mean that only the acid damage is amplified, which means it would only be helping the Blight Fiend. And then it also adds plus 30% poison damage. It's really hard to gauge how much that's helping my pets. But this is just a raw 44% to pet damage and 20% to pet health. It's twice the armor, but my current one adds hit points. I'll throw it in the stash. I'll think about it. It's tough to gauge, though. A blade thrower, night blade. 71% to pet damage. Oh, hello, 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 hello. This ring, y'all. +1 to Bonds of Bismeal and 59% to pet damage. So that's an upgrade to my left, to my right ring. And then I need to go to Devil's Crossing for the upgrade to it. Don't need that. That can all go in the stash. Don't need that. Don't need that. No. Wow. It's good. I'm not going to use it. That book had 156% pet damage on it. I've never seen the stat that high until now. Aspen Vines. 41% to damage, 19% to health. But my current one is 2 to Undead Legion. Okay, so no. Sell that. Sell that, sell that. This is horribly outdated. I was hanging on to it for a while. Let's put that over there. Chest piece, no, don't want that. When did I pick this up? Plate mail of Octavius?
Put it to good use.
Let's put that in the stash. I've still found so few purples that I've hung on to every purple. Yep, I need to do that.
No questions asked.
Alright. Need to go to Devil's Crossing to get the upgrade for the ring I just got. The enhancement.
Here. With the cult.
And what is this quest to turn in over here? Ah, for clearing the lumber mill. Right on, right on. Turtle Shell, rank 24. How good is Turtle Shell now? 26-second skill recharge. Oh, so it'll be a 25-second skill recharge. Look at that jump in absorption from 24 to 25. 3,600 to 4,200. So 24 levels worth was 3,600. And then the last level is an extra 500 almost. That's pretty crazy jump. Alright, Devil's Crossing. We're just gonna buy a ring upgrade real quick. The something salts, I think it's called. So 94 greens can be better than legs depending on build. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Wait, that's the wrong dude. This guy. I always feel like he's flirting with me. Say anything you like.
Put it to good use.
Alright, we got Rifthound salts on everything. Tell me to use a component. I don't think I've got components on any of my jewelry. I didn't really think about that. Man, I don't really want to look through all this. Rings, amulets. Bleeding resist. I do need that. And armor. My bleeding resist is my worst one. Alright, so 4 hollowed fangs, 4 silk swatches if I wanted to try this. I can do fangs. Oh, no. All the mats for this require rated spikes, so I don't have enough. All legs have set stats with rolls, green has some crazy plus skills and rolls. Yeah, I really like my green helmet with its +3 to Undead Legion. Yeah, maybe when I'm not on air, I'll Google like best component for summoner jewelry, just so I don't have to look through the stuff. All right, let's pop back over here. Because I appreciate the reminder, but I just don't want to do it while people are waiting on me. Which is how people should act. Man, every time I come to this place, I remember that lore story that we read about the mother and the father and the little girl, and how they were like starving, and they used her as a bait for like a pedo, so they could club him and eat him because they needed food so bad. And then mom and the girl ended up eating the dad because he got hurt. Oh, that's a dead end.
I can't do that yet.
Honestly, my damage is pretty good. The pets don't die often. It's all about my own survivability at this point, I think. I've got Turtle Shell, I've got Healing Rain for those reasons. Just need to keep trying to get my defensive stats up. That, yeah, back to the box stuff, it is really cool that you thought to send me something from XCOM 2. Because, like, literally, the closest game in gameplay to Divinity Original Sin that's not Divinity Original Sin, to my mind, is XCOM 2. I mean, it's guns and lasers and future stuff instead of fantasy and stuff, but the playing of the game feels very similar. Actually, you know what? Someone earlier asked if I played XCOM 1, and at the time I said no. I'm wondering, did I? Oh, I'm so dumb. I lied. XCOM Enemy Unknown. Yeah, I did beat XCOM Enemy Unknown. So I played XCOM Enemy Unknown, I played XCOM 2, and then I was working my way through the XCOM 2 with the expansion pack, but I didn't finish it. Because it's like 100 hours long. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh, you know, it could be funny because in XCOM 2 you can name your people. I could totally name the people after, like, my top viewers. And see who dies, who lives.
That skill's not ready.
And now that I'm munching on that idea, I like it. That could be fun. Might be something to do while we wait on Battle for Azeroth when I finish Grim Dawn. Yeah, I feel like Amazon, in some way, shape, or form, completely forgot the boom arm, so it might be another week before I get that. If, yeah, first we gotta convince them they messed up, and then we gotta wait for them to probably send out a new shipment, if I had to guess. The t-shirt, if I'm lucky, might be in tomorrow. Just realized I was slightly out of frame. I think when I gave you guys the tour earlier, didn't quite get the camera back to where it should be. If you can't see the goggles, it's not in focus.
That skill's not ready.
Ooh. Yo, I've got a lot of skeletal mages right now. Do you see all these meteors? Today's forecast, definite lightning with a chance of Armageddon. Stay tuned. Oh my gosh. I'm both insanely appreciative and eager to see what you're gonna whip up. Hey, Chef Smitty! Welcome back. Good to see you again. Hope you made it through your Monday intact. They can always be pretty brutal. Alright, got the waypoint. Where? Here it is. Getting turned around. I thought I had missed the exit. I'm gonna resummon to randomize some of the skeletons. Did we just get 3 more mages? No, one's a crossbowman. 2 of them are mages, though. So many mages. Astakarn Valley.
I can't do that yet.
Chill tusks, which are actually pretty dangerous if I get line of sight of them. I try to use my pets as a meat shield when I reach those things. They're easy if they don't get a lock-on charge on me. I ran through those a little too quickly. I got clocked a few times for it. Level up! 97 hype. Spend that right now. Kind of sad that pretty soon I won't have any more points to earn. Ragrathar Rageblood. Oh, he's a mere 3 levels above me. It's been a while since I've seen something with that small of an advantage. Mythical Serenity Stone. love me some recipes. I did it again. Got too greedy. Too eager to run through those too fast. Oh, that hurt. Oh, Chomain Alpha. That's why. A beta doesn't hit that hard, only an alpha hits that hard. Oh. Level 99 Flesh Hulks. I kind of assumed my level would stop at 100, but theirs would keep going to like 105 or something like that. Is there a roll dice program on Twitch chat? There's a thing in Streamlabs. It's like a wheel. Like I can spin a wheel and put options on each side of it. So if there's not a roll dice program, I honestly I might be able to just make a command for it in chatbot. I say make. I would Google how to do it and copy paste it. I'm sure chatbot could do it. I know there's the wheel in Streamlabs. They could easily make a 6-sided wheel. You talking about for like a giveaway or something? Still not completely satisfied with the camera positioning. That's a bit better. Also, one thing to think about with giveaways is, I know you're generously offering to kind of foot the bill for the giveaway, but although I've never had anything to give away, I've thought about it in premise before, because I've seen people in the Twitch communities and they complain sometimes, like, yeah, you know, I said I was doing a giveaway and like 100 people I didn't know showed up, and then as soon as it was over, 98 of them left, you know, which, you know, you can expect stuff like that. So I was like, well, maybe you could limit the giveaway to just followers. Well, it's really easy for people to hit the follow button. But then, I feel like if you limit it to just subscribers, that could very easily be too far. Because I've got a lot of people here that support me every day that aren't subs. And so, I feel like, you know, making sub a requirement for a giveaway would be too much. So, I just explaining my thought process. It's tough to find the right middle ground. I have the delay set to 0. I can only imagine it's a phone thing. Because I do have the option to set a stream delay, but it shouldn't be on now, unless there's a setting hidden somewhere that I'm not aware of. Hashtag not my fault. Lucius Blood Bowl. Oh my. My health took a huge dip there.
Can't do that yet.
Mythical Wild Blood Girdle. 120% bleeding damage with 100% increased duration. Doubles the duration of bleeds. That would be so insane. Adds 1000 bleed damage per second to Grasping Vines. Oh my gosh. This is like the Bleed Shaman's dream. Oh, potion, potion, potion. Oh my gosh. Am I sub to you? I don't think so. Believe me, dude, you've given me enough. I'm not asking for that, so don't misunderstand. I was just talking about the conception of an idea. To see my list of subs, like, there's actually not a quick way to do it. On Twitch, what you have to do is you have to, like, request it, and then they email it to you, and then you can see the list. But, like, there's no... I don't know why, but there's no panel to flip open. Like, I can click on my followers at the top of my page and see a whole list of the followers. But subs, you have to request it. I don't know why. But, like, for example, if you subbed... Like, the basic subscription is $5 a month, and it gives the streamer $2.50, and it gives Twitch $2.50. Now, if you're a partner, the distribution is different. Like, a partner might get $3 or $4, and Twitch just gets, you know, the remainder. But for an affiliate, which is what I am, it's half and half. And so, like, when you did what you did for me, I got, like, 97 point something% of it instead of 50. So... Like, if you're looking... That's why I only promote... You know, I never ask people for subs or donos. The only thing I remind people of is the Amazon Prime thing. Because that basically takes $5 from Amazon, gives $2.50 to the streamer, and gives $2.50 to Twitch. So your mouse clicks end up supporting the person you're trying to support, but it's not on your bill. So that's the only one that I'll, like, constantly promote, is what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh. Yo, that puddle... Okay, not doing that again. That puddle instantly killed 7 of my guys, made my health go like this, and I hit a potion and barely lived. So those puddles stack. That was more than one. Harvul the Earthshaker. Oh, I remember you from the Majigger. Crucible. The Crucible. Back up. Okay. We gotta kite out of these red puddles. These things are serious business. Ooh. And yeah, dude, the first... like, the first 2 weeks I was streaming, I learned something major about Twitch, like, every single day. It was a, what is the term? A labor of love. Like, I was falling in love with the whole thing, but it was, there was a lot of learning. Oh, secret room. Ah! It's haunted. I think one of the AoE spells that went off earlier knocked down this wall, because I did not click it. Okay. Yo, am I still getting eaten up by something? What is that? I think there was a dot. I think there's a dot that was bouncing around my guys, like an occultist plague or something. And so for once, having this many friends was actually punishing me. I wanted to do it for years, kind of in the back of my mind, and be like, oh man, I'd like to do that. But I never sat down and put the time into it. And then there was just one weekend I was like, I'm gonna try this tonight. And I downloaded the stuff and I was like, how to stream on Google. I think it was Pox, but I was literally typing like how to stream on Google, and I learned how to download Streamlabs, and I got set up. It was one heck of a learning experience. And honestly, it's been much more fun than I thought it would be. At the beginning, it was kind of like, I'm gonna play video games anyway, might as well play games online, and, there's a small chance that if people really love you, they throw money at you, and you make it to the big leagues, It's that teeny little dream that everybody has that they get on Twitch. But then, like, I really started meeting a lot of people on here, and it was just so cool. Valdo from Germany, Bacamono from Portugal, who's moving to Germany, you know, and I'm surprised, because, like, I'm the kind of guy in real life, I meet somebody, and if I need to actually focus when they're telling me their name, or I'm going to forget their name in 2 seconds. And I'm kind of finding it surprising how much I'm remembering about people that I meet on here. Because it's, I don't know, genuinely interesting to me. Whoa, hold on, what was on that bell? It's genuinely interesting, so it's like staying in there longer. Plus 2 to Blight Fiend, 2 to Summon Hellhound. So it's a green item that boosts Necro and Occultist skills. That's interesting. I'm not going to use it yet. Or I'm not going to use it, period. End of sentence, I should say. And I was kind of used to talking a lot on stream stuff because I was guild leading in WoW for close to a decade. So I was really used to just like talking and talking and talking and talking and like, you know, barking orders and stuff like that. So I knew I could keep up the talk. It's just a matter of keeping people entertained at that point. Don't need that. Inquisitor skills. Alright.
It's a good use.
11:55. I'll do a little bit more. Look how far up here we've gotten. Alright, go a little bit further before bedtime. Where's that soda? It's probably gonna keep me awake for a while, but I am what I am. Originally, one misconception I had was that you got money based on how many viewers you have or something like that with Twitch. Like, I guess that's what I thought, just like generating traffic. But it's not. Like, you could literally have 1 viewer or 1,000, and you're, like, whether you're a partner or an affiliate, that doesn't make you money at all. I was really surprised by that. Unless you're a partner who is running commercials, and the people are watching the commercials with ad blocker turned off. That's it. Otherwise, it's, you know, the subscribe button. It's people purchasing a game that is for sale. Like, I don't even know if you can get Grim Dawn through Twitch, but if I'm playing a game and that game is for sale on Twitch, there will be a purchase button for that game under my channel. And if anyone clicks that link, I think I get a percentage of the proceeds. I don't even know if any game I've ever played has been for sale on Twitch, but that's a thing. And then you get part of sub money, and then people can throw bits at you or hit the donate button on your channel. So, but none of it has anything to do with the number of viewers or how many people have watched your videos or anything like that. That was very surprising to me. Dude, if you end up playing WoW on Horde, I will be your tank. I won't brag about myself often. I'm a damn good tank. I've gotten a couple server firsts before. Once I learn to fight, I can do it. Blueprint, Mythical Ruby of Elemental Balance. More blueprints. Whoa, that was a big curse. Oh boy. You know, my weapon has this 30% chance when hit to summon Chthonian Hungerer, but you can only, it says maximum of 3 summons. I wonder if when you get hit, if you already have summon, like 3 summons out, if the new one will replace the oldest one, or if it just fizzles and is wasted. I would hope it would override the oldest one. Yeah, I was also looking at the new allied races and stuff because they're new and shiny, but I don't think I would replace my undead Death Knight with anything. Or even, you know, you can do like a paid race change. I don't think I would do that either. If my main was a druid, I would probably paid race change to the new troll. Zandalari? I think Zandalari troll. Because their animal forms are insanely cool. Like, instead of bear form, there's like gigantic snapping turtle the size of a car. Hand cannon. Ah! Oh boy, got rooted to the ground there for a second. I'm not sure which of these guys did it. I think one of them might have thrown a net on me. I will say, it seems like there's a very small amount of enemy hero names in this game. They could do better with that. Like, that Ilaria Starfire, I've killed her like 3 or 4 times tonight. Like, even if there's just like a pool of 1,000 terrible names, it would make more, you know, kind of like the rolling of names in Diablo 3. It would make more sense than I've killed this lady 4 times tonight. But that's a very small qualm. Kind of rushed for this rift, because I want to get this before we camp out. Camp? I'm just using EverQuest terminology. My mind just retroed. Oh man. Oh man. Get away from me. Alright. Okay. Dude, I got like 94, 5, 6, and 7 tonight, man. And we were distracted with the unboxing. So yeah, just starting to wrap up. Sorry I didn't get to talk to you more, Valdor. I wish I could have, but as always, I'll be on at the same time tomorrow. But on that, I am going to close it out. So to everyone else here, thank you for staying to the end. I stream every night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you'd like to join us again. Occasionally I have bonus streams. If you would like to be notified when those are, hit the follow button. It'll give you a notification. If you have Amazon Prime, remember you can subscribe for free. You do get a free sub with Amazon Prime every month. And, yeah, I hear you, dude. And at the end of every stream, we always raid somebody else just to pass the love around. Maybe you'll find someone that you like, maybe you won't. But I always try. So if you choose to stay in the chat for another 60 seconds or so, I'll bounce this over to another channel. And that's it, and I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.